We're all caught up in the T20 World Cup right now, and the pressure is just immense, right? For the players, for the coaches. But what if that pressure boils over into something, well, something much, much darker? We're about to dive into a story that shows just how high the stakes can really get in cricket.
I mean, it's a crazy question to even ask, right? But back in 2007, it became terrifyingly real. This is the story of Bob Woolmer. He was the coach for Pakistan, and his sudden death, it threw the entire sport into one of its biggest and darkest mysteries ever. So, picture this. March 17th, Pakistan gets knocked out of the World Cup by Ireland. A truly humiliating defeat. Then, literally the very next morning, their coach, Bob Woolmer, is found dead in his hotel room. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. The timing alone was, well, let's just say it was deeply, deeply suspicious.
So yeah, the morning after that insane loss, a real tragedy began to unfold.
The team was all staying at the Pegasus Hotel over in Jamaica, and it was right there, specifically in room 374, that Bob Woolmer was found. He was completely unresponsive. Okay, so to really get a grip on how this could have happened, we've got to rewind the clock just a little bit to the day before all this went down.
Look, this wasn't just any loss. This was a massive, monumental upset. For a cricket giant like Pakistan to get beaten by Ireland at the World Cup, I mean, it was unthinkable. And the backlash, it was immediate and absolutely brutal. We're talking fans burning effigies of the players back home. The pressure was off the charts. So, as you can imagine, Walmer's death immediately kicked off this huge question that would split everyone, investigators, the public, you name it, for years. Was it murder, or was it a tragic heart attack brought on by all that stress?
And right out of the gate, the first conclusion from the Jamaican police was, well, it was explosive. They went all in, launching a full-blown murder investigation. Their official statement? Bob Woolmer had been manually strangled. Cause of death? Asphyxiation. The entire cricket world was just stunned, absolutely floored.
So it seems like a done deal, right? Police say it's murder, case closed. But nope. This is exactly where the story takes another one of those wild, unexpected turns. Because this case was so high profile, I mean, the whole world was watching, they decided to call for a second, totally independent investigation. They brought in the big guns, 3 top pathologists from the UK, South Africa, and Canada to take a fresh look at everything. And right here, this is the absolute core of the mystery. On one side, you have the Jamaican police, dead set that it was murder by strangulation. But on the other side, you have these 3 independent experts, and they all agreed unanimously that Woolmer died of natural causes, specifically heart failure. So you've got 2 teams of expert investigators with 2 completely opposite conclusions. What do you do with that? So with 2 believable but totally contradictory findings on the table, the investigation basically hit a brick wall. And in the end, with no clear path forward, the authorities just closed the case. So was it a murder, maybe fueled by all that anger over the loss? Or was it a tragic death from stress, from a man just buckling under insane pressure? The truth is, to this day, nobody really knows. But look, beyond just the whodunit part of the mystery, the whole Bob Woolmer story really pulls back the curtain on a powerful and sometimes pretty dangerous truth about professional sports. You've probably heard the saying, cricket isn't just a game, it's an emotion. And it's so true. In so many parts of the world, this sport is literally woven into the fabric of national pride. A win is pure euphoria, but a loss can feel like a national tragedy. Think about it. The very fact that a murder investigation was even a serious possibility just goes to show you how intense these feelings can get. Whether his death was foul play or from natural causes, you can't deny it was tied to the absolutely extreme emotional roller coaster of a World Cup. So, what did we learn from all this? What's the real legacy of this tragedy? Well, it was a massive wake-up call, a stark reminder of just how fragile people's mental and emotional states can be when they're under that kind of pressure. And it really hammered home the need for way better security and protection for everyone in the game, not just the players. And all of this really leaves us with one big, lingering question, doesn't it? When a game means this much to this many people and emotions run so incredibly high, who's actually responsible for protecting the people right in the middle of that storm? It's something really important to think about, especially as we watch all the drama of this year's World Cup play out.